I've already turned 30 Fanmade LMS themes into reality, so at this point, I thought I had definitely done all the best ones already. Oh boy was I wrong. You guys left over 1,000 comments suggesting even more LMS themes, and bro, some of them are genuinely insane. So today, I'm recreating 10 more Fanmade LMS themes in Forsaken, but this time, to switch things up a little bit, I'm also going to rank every single one in a tier list. Now, let's start with one that you guys have been begging me to do for a while. The scrapped Bluudud versus his mom LMS. Yes, I know it's not technically fan-made, but scrapped content deserves some love too. Let's get into it. That was a very interesting LMS theme. I feel like it doesn't really fit inside Forsaken though. I don't know if that's just me, but something about it feels a bit off. So I'm gonna put it in could be better. I like the lore of this LMS, but the song itself is lacking something. I can't put my finger on what it is. For this second LMS, I actually forgot to mute the game's music, as you can tell by the map ambience. But we're doing Deep Sleep Jace, Slasher versus Deep Sleep Guest 1337. And I'm being a good guest mouse on 4 by farming the bleep out of all these generators. Now that we're done with those, we can finally focus on the last man standing. Let's do this. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this one, but I personally think that it fits the characters really well. It's kind of more chill than most LMS themes in Forsaken, and I like that it has this different twist to it. However, I also think it drags on for too long. 1 minute 40 is just way too much. I'll put this one in Bop. Get ready because this is about to get a lot crazier. Next up, we have an LMS theme that I actually got recommended by my friend for Milestone for Guest 666 and Milestone for Noob. And yeah, you'll see in just a minute. Guest is getting murdered over there while I'm just chilling like the useless noob that I am. Gah. Anyway, here we go. I have had this music on repeat for the past week. It is just so good. It sounds so grandiose and spectacular, which fits Mouse for Guest perfectly. This is easily a superb tier for me. I really hope something like this gets added in the future. That would go so hard. Our next LMS is actually quite special because we're using Builderman? Yeah, I know, every LMS has either Shadnetsky or Elliot or Guest, but you guys actually recommended this Builderman LMS. The killer here is Ace of Spades 1x, and I'm using the Dragon Dude Builderman. This is actually my least favorite survivor, believe it or not, so I suck really bad with him, and this is actually my third attempt, but this time I got it. Now this theme has one of the catchiest melodies I've heard in a while, and the retro vibe is really good here. It's weird because this is one of the less popular Fanmade LMS themes, but personally it's one of my favorites in terms of how fitting it would be for the game. I was on the fence between putting this in S or A tier, but I think I'll put it in A. Okay, this one is very different from all the others, and it almost didn't make it into the video, but at the last second, I decided that it was way too good to leave out. This is an LMS theme for Living Legend John Doe, and technically it works with any survivor, but I obviously had to pick Jane Doe for this, and I also equipped the contrast skin because, in my opinion, it really matches the vibe of Living Legend. You're not ready for this one. Bro, who let Demelitis cook this hard? I don't even like rockstyle music usually, but this is so good for Living Legend, and the lyrics make it like 10,000 times better. This is like the most epic LMS theme I've ever heard, bro. This goes straight into the very top of superb, no discussion. Now, we have another milestone for LMS, this time between 007 and 7 and Cool Kid. And if you watched my last Fanmade LMS video, you're probably thinking, but Tortol, didn't you already do a milestone for Cool Kid versus milestone for 007 and 7 LMS? Well, yes I did, however, I got so many comments asking me to do this LMS in particular. So, let's do it. Okay, so if we ignore this cursed gameplay, I totally understand why you guys wanted me to do this one. I think it's just as good as the other milestone for Plead that we did in the last video, and that one was one of my favorites. It really just sounds like a more mature version of the normal Plead. And yeah, this goes in superb tier. So now we're getting into Hot Topic HAVOC, which is an LMS theme between Scenecore Slasher and Scenecore Noob. I'm pretty sure this is one of the oldest LMS themes in this video because Scenecore Noob doesn't even actually exist anymore. Instead, it is now called Night Out Noob for some reason. Alright, let's lock in. Okay, this is a fun one. I definitely cannot see this being a real LMS in Forsaken though. It fits the Scenecore theme, but I think it's too repetitive, and the Caramel Danscent sample kind of bothers me for some reason. So yeah, this is definitely not a favorite for me. I'll put this one in Didn't Cook. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this next one is probably the least exciting LMS in the video. We're doing the non-slasher LMS called PROVERBS 1429. And I picked Devil's Deed Chance because, I mean, that's a pretty funny duo. Let's hear it. I know some of you recommended this one, so hopefully it'll surprise us. Yeah, I don't know about this one. The energy just isn't really there for me. Don't get me wrong, the organ sounds really good and the overall composition isn't bad, but I just don't find it very memorable compared to the others. So unfortunately, I have to put this one in could be better. Before we get to the final LMS, we have something a little less serious. This is Pastry Madness, an LMS between John Doe and Baker Elliot. And honestly, I love John Doe. I think he's one of the few Forsaken memes that is actually hilarious. Let's see if this theme is actually cooking or if it's just pure uncooked dough. Okay, low-key, I think the music was great. I really liked the beat drop and the high energy that gets you hyped up for the final minute. However, I feel like this one needs a bit more John Doe references. It's definitely missing a bit of kitchen sounds, maybe a bit of the chase theme melody or something. I feel like that would make it even better. But this is good. I'll put it in bop. Alright, for the final LMS of the video, I need to be a hater for a second. Forsaken already has an official SCP LMS between the Possessed Noli and Guard Guest 1337, which sounds amazing on paper. But then you actually hear it, and bro, I'm sorry, it is so underwhelming. So let's fix that. I found a fan-made SCP LMS a few months ago that, in my opinion, goes way harder than the official version. And I've been waiting for the right video to use it. Just a warning though, this one is kinda loud, so maybe lower your volume just a little bit. Let's finish this video with the SCP LMS we should have gotten. Alright, here is the final tier list. If you want to see more Fanmade LMS themes, click right here, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your day, take care.